Hi Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and I am nursing a cold, so I'm not sure how long my voice is going to hold out, but we'll see. This page is, I've already done my silhouette cut, and so I'm pulling it up, and I did it on, what do you call this, wood grain, wood grain, and that's what it would look like in white. And so this is sort of inspired by a 2 Peas in a Bucket Scrap Your Stash by video by Paige Evans, and it's titled All Is Calm, and you can find that also on YouTube. And so hers had Christmas trees going down the middle, and it was white. So I changed it up a little bit. What I did was, these are silhouette cut files, or a silhouette cut file. It was just the 8. So then I clicked on something that said fill screen, and this is what it did. So on the inspiration layout, what she did was she put different embellishments under each little hole. And that really, and she had Christmas trees, so it was like she was decorating her trees. And I did have a tree in one of my cut files, but I could not figure out how to get it to duplicate. And I also like the idea of getting a bunch of these little circles, and some of them have shapes. So I didn't do the Christmas trees, but I think it would still be just as fun to embellish. Oh, that's so cute, this little arrow. It's adorable. Okay, so I'll tell you a couple things. Instead of turning off the tape and turning it back on, what I do is I do these videos in real time, and so you can see exactly how long it takes me, so that when you're watching a scrapbook video and you see how quickly they go, and you're like, man, my layouts never get together that quickly. This is my videos show you in real time how long it takes me to make the layout. So the only thing I've pre-planned is to scrap lift that page, and but I don't have pictures selected. I don't have the embellishments pulled. So what I try to do is just show you how long that takes to get it, to get yourself in order. And so my scrapbooking room is in progress. I have moved my room over the last couple of months, and I still have the other room, so it's a bit schizophrenic right now. But this is where I'm doing most of my scrapbooking. So most of my supplies are working their way up here. I didn't bring them in all one fell swoop. I've been doing kind of as needed. And so a lot of the things are still in the old space. And one of the things that is still in the old space are my storage albums. And I was working on those today during, we had a Get It Scrapped live scrapbook, like a crop. And so if you haven't done one of those, it's a lot of fun. And I'm not sure exactly how to get, if you have to be like a member of Masterful Scrapbook Design, or I just get an email that tells me when they're going to be doing the crops. But I think that they're free, but I'm not completely sure about that. But if you have questions about those online crops, I would point you over to Get It Scrapped. And it's fun to see what other people are doing, because a lot of times you'll see things that you don't even necessarily see in these videos. So one of the things that I was doing today during that crop is, hold on just a second, get over here to my, oh, I guess the colds get the best of us. My daughter is like, won't even get anywhere near me. It's sort of hurting my feelings because she doesn't want to get the cold, which I understand. But what I did was I ordered a bunch of pictures from online. So I ordered them from Walgreens, and then I just filled up these storage binders. And these storage binders are, I got them from Stacy Julian's class, Photo Freedom or Library of Memories. And so I have 2 new storage binders all filled up with photos. Okay, next step. So the next step, anyways, that's a way where I keep my physical printed out photos. And I usually print them out 4x6 and scrap with them that way. Let's see. There we go. So this is going to be the base of the page. And I need like a background page. Now, she did a white on white thing. And I know that white on white is so trendy now. But I don't know. I resist it for some reason. I think that it's probably because when I started scrapbooking, you know, the creative memories were the, they had all the white paper. And so pattern paper was more fun to use. And now white is so in vogue that I know it's trendy, but I don't know, I kind of resist it anyways. Got this too. I bought a lot of really cute, so that's how it would look, the white on white, or the white on something else. But I kind of like that wood grain. So I'm going to use the wood grain. I'm just not exactly sure what I'm going to use underneath it. And it honestly probably doesn't matter a ton because embellishments are going to go there. So I'm just walking across my room, as I always do, to go get a piece of white cardstock. Excuse me. Oh. So this is going to be my white cardstock underneath, and I think that's going to be fine. Now what she did, Paige Evans did it on hers, is she just circled out all of those spaces. So I'm wondering if I should do that. I kind of don't want to do that because it looks like a little bit of a lot of work. So, She didn't want her pencil lines to show, but I think I'm going to be okay with having them show because what she did was she kind of like lifted it up and drew around it like this, but it just seemed like I don't have that much patience today. That I'm a big fan of that. Of Paige, I think her name is Paige Taylor Evans. She's a garden girl at 2 Peas in a Bucket, and so many of her projects have just like 5,000 pieces of pattern paper on one layout, and I think it's so cool. It reminds me of quilting. Okay, topic change. So on my blog today, Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking is my blog. If you go to my blog, today is the 1st of the year, 2014, so Happy New Year! Woohoo! But if you go to my blog, Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, you can leave a comment and tell me about your scrapbooking plans for 2014, and your comment will enter you in the giveaway for Stacy Julian's class, Inspired Scrapbooking, over at Big Picture Classes. I'm going to cough again. Sorry. It's really horrible. I've been sick for the last couple days. I hope nobody else gets it, and I hope it goes away soon. Yeah, so I have a class giveaway, and I'll be taking that class as well. I'm really excited about it. I haven't gotten over there today yet to see if the class is open yet. But I'll just tell you about my scrapbooking goals for this new year. And one of them is to do more of these process videos. Another is that I'll be teaching at Get It Scrapped this month. The class is called Breaking the Rules. And it's, we're taking a layout design rules and breaking them. So, like this, for example, this type of a layout breaks the rule in that we're centering, whereas usually you want to have something that's asymmetrical, unless you're going for formal, which I'm not going for formal in this one. But another thing that I would say would be a design flaw on this layout is I should have had just 3, because things work best in 3. I should have had just 3, what do you call them? Circles instead of 4 down that line. But there you go. Okay, so the first place I'm going to look for my my things to put underneath. Oh, sorry, I just can't really talk today, can I? But here we go. Okay, so my other goal is to make videos, which I said. So even if I'm not feeling well, like I'm not feeling well today, like I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday, but my goal is to make more videos this year, more scrapbooking videos, because I really love the comments that I get, and I love the different things, like I just love the different insights I get from, 1, hearing myself talk, but 2, also hearing what people say in response to my videos. It's just interesting to me. So if you're watching, thank you for watching. Let's see, I have a bunch of, get this I Love Christmas, Christmas Wish. So those might be able to go on the outside. I'm just trying to kind of use up what I already have. And I'm not sure how much of the stuff I have that can go underneath. The circles are a little bit small in terms of putting things under them. I was thinking if I had like small enough things, like the Lego Friends. Let's see if this works. Lego is a big part of our Christmas this year. So it'd be cool to incorporate that. Let's see how that works. Maybe a tiny bit smaller. But I think that's going to work a little bit. So it's New Year's Day, and I never picked my word of the year, the one little word. I didn't do that. I thought about Allie Edwards' word, thrive, and that's actually a word that I have thought about in the past. I thought about the word light because I want to lighten my load and lose some weight. I thought about the word, what else did I think about? I thought about a lot of different words, but I haven't come up with a word that I really love yet. My favorite word of the year was my word for 2012. I chose awesome. It was like that Neil Patrick Harris quote, you know, whenever you're feeling down, just start feeling awesome instead. I don't know. This isn't working as well as I thought it would. So I'm just going to put those things just to the side. They might still make it on here, but I'm not sure. So, okay, the next place to go is to look at some actual things that I have that are Christmas related. Oh, let's see. And these are like so ugly, right? that what I need to do is get a box going. And I've said this before, but get a box going and like be able to throw things away. So instead of continuing to talk about that, I'm going to do it right now. Okay. Look, I even had a box already. It just doesn't, it's not big enough for paper, but it's big enough for smaller things. So I'm just wondering, like, what would I want to still use? Oops. This is the longest, boringest video ever, sorry. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't really see anything on here that I'm in love with. This pattern, this sticker sheet is really old, and there's a couple of snowflakes. Let's use those. We'll use a couple of snowflakes up near the top, and it's gonna look. You can barely see it, I know, sorry. But I really think I need to be putting things into this box more often because I have a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff I just keep, like I've been looking at this sticker sheet for years and years, and I pass it by every time I look at it, and it just takes up space in the grand scheme of things of, wow, I'd really rather be, isn't that cute? That little reindeer. So cute. And see, when you have something that you're really excited about, whether it's the latest and greatest or not, it just makes scrapbooking more fun. So we didn't have a snow day. I wish we did. We live in Florida, so we don't get snow days. Let's see what else we can put in here. So the way that the original of this layout had like 2 pictures here and here, so I might do that as well. I think I'm just going to lay these. She also had like cut files of words that went over, and I could do that on the silhouette. I think what I might do is I might do something that I don't usually do in my videos, and that's I'm going to pause it and I'm going to do some cut files of just Christmas 2013, and then I will be back. So yeah, I think that's what's going to work. I will be back with a part 2. Okay, thanks for watching. Hey scrapbookers, I'm back. So I started feeling bad about pausing the tape. Pausing the video. This is part 2 of my scrapbook layout, my first scrapbook layout of the new year. So this is just a photo that I already had printed of my daughter in front of the Target. Because when we go to Target, they're preconditioned to know that I want to take a picture of them. So my girl was like, "Here, you want me to go sit on that ball so you can take a picture?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." So here's I've got 2 Project Life cards, and I had her actually write on some of my Project Life cards, so that was one of the ones that she did. And then I filled this one out, and it was everyone's wish list. So those are going to be it's going to be just one photo on this page. It's not all about my daughter, but that'll work. And so what I'm going to do now is start laying down those embellishments, and I thought I was going to do more elaborate things, and then I thought, what am I doing? Just sit down and make the layout. It's not that complicated. So what you want to do when you're laying a bunch of things down like this, and you want them to be random, but you don't want them to be like crazy random, is you want to probably keep this thing handy so you can make sure that things are lining up the way you want them to. So maybe just a little bit over on this one. Yeah. And then you want to basically place things in threes. So this is like a bright blue color. And it was one of the things we got, I don't know, I want to say it was like a raffle at one of the Christmas parties we went to. So unless I find something else blue, I'm just going to put that as the three things that are blue. And see, that's a triangle. And then these three stickers are a triangle. So I'm going to try to keep doing that kind of a setup. So let's have the next thing be washi tape. And I'll just put randomly washi tape over, not randomly. That's not what I said. So I kind of have a cold. I'm not even on really good cough medicine. But yeah, I'm just not thinking as quickly as I normally do. I feel a little bit, I'm a little bit under the weather. Not totally, but enough to slow down this process. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, your scrapbook videos are already so long, well, this one definitely isn't for you. But I try. So I have my, on my blog I have a giveaway for Stacy Julian's inspired scrapbooking class. And after I make this video, I would like to go over there and start to check it out. I don't know if she has it up yet or not. I would think she does. But I don't know. I don't know what the start date on that was. It could be, a lot of times they start things on Thursdays. So that might be it. So if you're in that class, leave a comment and let me know. If you're not in that class and you'd like to take the class, go over to my blog, Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and leave a comment before January 3rd, and you will have a chance to win a spot in the class. Yay. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Okay, here's another thing that I do that is just silly, is I think, oh, well, I can use that circle someday. I will never use that circle someday. But, you know, I really do. This is what I want to say that I will do someday, is cut out this little shape, right, and then put it on a different piece of paper, and then I'll have a little bracket. But chances are that's probably not going to happen. So this can go in the to donate bin or into just the plain old trash. So one of my goals for this year is to really pare down, and I think what happens is that a lot of times I'm always thinking like, oh, I could use that somehow. And you could, except that if you did that with everything, you would have too much stuff. So at a certain point you have to say, okay, I could use that, but I haven't used that. Now it needs to go. Sorry about all the coughing. Ugh. I haven't had a cold in a really long time. This is my first cold in a long, long time. So I don't know why I have it, but I do. Let's see. And so CHA is coming up. That's the Craft and Hobby Association trade show where all of the new products come out. And it's fun to watch what the trends are. Oh, that's so cute. I want to say I would use this whole thing, but I haven't. Let's see. So I do think it's great to do sometimes layouts like this where the goal of the layout is to really just almost use up as much stuff as you can, because especially if you're doing it with older stuff, then it feels like you're accomplishing something because you're paring down your supplies. Let's see. Nope, that's too big. So if I were going to do this layout in the future, I might do, I might want these squares to be just a little bit bigger. Okay, here's another one. This was, okay, here's what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to, when I come across something that I know I've had for a while and I haven't done anything with, I'm just going to pop it in that purple box that I have. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. And we have a scrapbooking yard sale at my local scrapbook store. And what I've often thought about doing is just going down there and leaving a box full of, you know, the scraps and just leaving it, because part of the thing is on the out, you know, okay, here's another one. Like all of that stuff for the phrase stickers, and there's only one phrase sticker left. Now that phrase sticker is cute and I might use it, but I don't need the rest of that stuff. And I know you can use this kind of thing, like the back of sticker sheets, to place your letters, and that's a great idea. But if you just have, like me, too much stuff, you might want to think about paring down the amount of stuff like that you have. Yeah. Confessions of a Scrap Addict. There is the funniest, you've got to see it if you haven't seen it already. There is the funniest like lady on YouTube, and she's like, and then I saw it on YouTube. She's talking about like, and all the stuff that she didn't know she needed until she watched YouTube, and then she knew she had to have it, you know? And so these stickers aren't ones that I would probably typically think were all that cute, but in the context of this kind of a page, it's just fine, and I'm getting them used up, and sometimes that feels very gratifying, just to use your stuff. And so there is still one sticker on there that'll go in the bin that's leaving my house. And I really just need to do a bit more of that. I thought about joining a kit club this month, or over the last month or so. I've kind of toyed around with the idea of joining a kit club, and I really think that 2014 is going to be my year to use what I already have up. And so I'm not going to join a kit club. There, I said it. I've been like toying around with, should I, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't, but I think I am not going to, yeah, I don't think I am. I'm not going to join a kit club this year, and what I'm going to do is use my old stuff, but I'm not going to completely deprive myself, because that always makes me want to, you know, go out and get more stuff. It's like if you're on a diet and then you can't eat certain things, then you start thinking about those things. I've been on a lot of those kind of diets. They work for a while, but not for the long term. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just looking through a bunch of embellishments here. No, I don't like that. Okay, so remember about the rule about 4? I'm going to break my little rule here and put 4 of these little blingy things on this one. And then what I haven't done, what I should do is put that template over the top, just to make sure this is looking good. But yeah, there's a scrapbooking yard sale here in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I live. And so that's where we are so far. It's okay. I'm not completely in love with it, but it's all right. And so I do go to the scrapbook yard sales, and it's funny because sometimes I'll go and I'll just go hog wild, and other times I'll go and I'm just like, I don't really want anything. So I can't say I'm going to go and get nothing, or I'm going to go and stock up. I'm not going to go and stock up. I know that. That is, unless, like, a couple of times I've gone to the scrapbooking yard sale and there's been, like, you know, brand new, or within the last year, like, sticker sheets that normally cost, like, $3 or $4 for 10 cents. When that happens, like, I'll show you, like, this kind of a sheet. Okay, so this is a sticker sheet from Glitz Design. It was released in August 2013, and I didn't mean to give it the middle finger. I really didn't. Excuse me, because I like this piece of, I like this. I bought it for $3 in August 2013. It's Glitz Design Hello December, and I think it is so cute. But what will happen when I go to that scrapbooking yard sale is sometimes you'll run into somebody who will have, like, all of this kind of stuff that's from the last year. So it's not the, you know, it's basically they need to get rid of their stuff before the next CHA. And don't ask me why. I have no idea why they have the brand new stuff that they need to get rid of so badly. But it'll be like 10 cents a sheet. And if this is 10 cents a sheet, I'm buying a couple of them. And I'll stock up on that. And I've done that one time they had Studio Calico sheets like that. Another time it was Bella Boulevard. And another time was crepe paper. And it was just like, stock up. It was amazing. So if I run into something like that, I definitely take advantage of it. Let's see. See, the thing with this too is most of the things are kind of larger. So there we are so far. Huh. Okay. Let me see what else I've got. I've got more stickers. I've got one of these things. I kind of wish I would have. What do they call this? Flare? This kind of stuff. It's called Flare, I think. I think I'm going to put her with the Rudolph, even though I'm going to cover up one of, oops, one of these little stickers. Oh, I think I can still get it off. Okay, so there she goes. And then I do have a little sticker. I don't really like the little, I mean, it's just a little birdie. It's cute, but it's not like the cutest thing that ever was. So I'm going to put that in the donate pile. And I'm just going to stick it onto a different sheet there. Let's see if I can use this Mary. See, I think it's almost too big. Maybe not. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so sorry I'm not too talkative tonight. Sometimes I will talk a lot and have a lot of energy in my videos, and other times I do not. Tonight I don't. Okay, here's more craziness of what I keep. And so this is going in the I want to say in the donate pile because somebody could use that. But the problem is they probably won't. But if it's not your stuff, it's much easier to throw it away. So I'm just going to cut these little stickers off. Also, if I put them in a bin, then people can really choose what, what's useful for them or not. So there's for Santa. It's kind of cute. See if that's going to fit. And so 3 more little holes here to fill up. I don't think these will really work in that space. Okay, this is going in the to be donated bin too. So I'm getting a lot of things in that bin. And then what I'll do, what I hope to do before I donate it is I'll go through it and kind of share maybe as I put it into a different container to donate. I will show you what I'm donating. I was pretty successful in getting rid of, I got rid of 12 inches high of pattern paper, and it was mostly, I gave it to the girls that I work with, and then like one of them was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this existed. Now I can't stop thinking about it. And so I need to check back in with them to see if they're scrapbooking, because I think that would be really interesting to know if that helped them to start scrapbooking or not. All right. So I have 3 little holes left, and I liked that washi tape idea, but I don't want to do that in just 2 places. Although, I guess if I'm going to be a rule breaker, I can break some rules. Let's see which color washi tape to use. I kind of want to go with something that I've already used and not add another color if I can. I'm thinking maybe like a black polka dot or something like that. Oh. This is, I don't know what this is or where it came from. That's the thing you get sometimes with the scrapbooking yard sales too, is you'll get like, oh, where did this come from? And you get some interesting finds. Okay, so those are like little birds, I guess. It kind of feels like it's in the same color scheme as the rest of the page. Let's see how it looks. Not sure it is. That's fine. And so I have one more little circle to cover up. I have this old Cosmo Cricket sticker book. There's just a little Christmas tree. Oh, that doesn't look good. Because you can see the edges, so I don't think that's going to work. I don't really think any of these are going to work. Nope. Let's maybe go back to one of these sheets that we are already done. So this says snow day, and we didn't have any snow, but I know that it will fit. And then I'm making this on Happy New Year. Let's see if that looks okay. I don't like that. I wish that didn't say snow day. I wish it said something else. Let's see if I can make it say something else. I know, this is like the longest, most boring video ever. So sorry. Oh. You know, I'm just going to put that back down. And then there are little stickers right here. So let's just try that. Like Christmas Day. That's gonna be good enough. So there we go. That's part of it done. And so I think sometimes when it's feeling awkward, just keep going and then you will finish your layout, rather than if you just say, oh, this isn't working, and then start on a new idea. Like whatever idea you've started on, just keep going with it, because that's the way that you're going to progress, that you're going to keep things moving. I'm just going to put these two things away. Oh, wouldn't you know? As soon as I could have brought this thing out. This is just like a little plastic organizer that I got at the craft store. And here are some items that might have been cute. Let's see if we can get anything on here. I don't know. Anyways, I think the more you can layer things on top of each other, the more interesting your layouts get. So if I could maybe put some bling over some of those bows, that makes it a little more interesting. Let's just see if that works. Yep. Moved my bling over here. But I only have 3, and I have 4 of those little bows. So, oh, I do have more than 3. I didn't see where they were. Okay. Ta-da. And so what's the point of all this embellishment, right? The point of it is that sometimes it's good to just get your wheels turning, and sometimes to make an embellishment heavy page, I think really helps just to get your brain in the scrapbooking mode. And I know there's some scrapbookers that I know, including, I would say, like, I don't think every scrapbooker scrapbooks for just the story of the page or the pictures. I think some people are really into just the embellishing of the scrapbooking pages. And that's, whatever's making you happy, that's great. I'm not one that just wants to make pages full of embellishments, but occasionally I will, just to mix it up. And also it's very satisfying to use to use up all your stuff, so you can justify to yourself why you buy all those embellishments, because it's fun to buy them, right? It is. It is. Yes, it is. So there's I Love Christmas, and then I think I just need to trim this just a little bit. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. And then I'm just looking at if you go to 2peasinabucket.com, and you go to the gallery, and if you're going right now, the one that I am scrapbook lifting is the top. It's in the top 3 most liked, most looked at kind of thing. I'm just trying to see the finished layout. Okay, so what she's done on her page is, I think her name is Paige, but she's done like a little, like it's going up in this way. Kind of want to do mine this way, and so, and she's done pictures with the silhouette letters over top. So I think I am going to pause and do the letters, and so I'll be right back with those. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to spell yet, but the title will go over this just to give it some more visual interest. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back for part 3 of this first layout of 2014, and this is Gemstones Coordinations paper, and I've cut it with a silhouette. I used, I think, a number 3 for the speed, and I think I just used cardstock, even though I would consider this kind of thicker than cardstock. It feels a little more texturized to me. So I cut out making a list, checking it twice. On the original, on the inspiration layout that I'm scraplifting, she used all is calm, all is bright. But this didn't seem very calm. This felt more like, let's go shopping. So I think this is my new theory on scrapbooking. You know how you always want to like save your paper as much as you can? So I really think that if you used your paper in the silhouette first, and then you put something over it, then that like totally eliminates the need to have to like cut out the middle, because you've already cut out the middle. Isn't that clever? I'm probably not the only person to ever think that up, but I just think you can use almost every paper you have to cut in the silhouette first, and then you can use it as your paper. When we first got the silhouette out of the box, I was kind of like, oh, this looks confusing. And then we started to set it up, and my husband did most of it for me, and we kind of like stared at it for the first 4 hours and like watched a bunch of videos about how to make the silhouette go. And I don't think I know everything about it, but I do feel comfortable enough with it to say, oh, I'm going to make something, and then go and cut it. And it only takes not very long. So I don't think that's going to show up. I would have done that probably a little bit thicker if I had to do it over again. But, so I would have maybe made that font bold. But I think it'll be fine in the context of what I'm doing. So, excuse me. So I did buy a font. This is called, I think, Cotton Candy. and it's just like a handwriting or script font. And I got it at the Silhouette store. And I did also, I went, and I wasn't going to, but I did. I subscribed to the Silhouette subscription. And so it's normally $10 a month, but right now it is $8 a month with the coupon code. The coupon code is New Year's or New Year. And so it was $8 a month. And that gives you access to $25 a month worth of cut files from the Silhouette store. Now, I know there's a way you can get cut files just from the internet, but I don't know how to do that yet. And I was going to hold off and not subscribe to the Silhouette store because I figured I could probably get all this stuff on the internet for free. But you know what? The Silhouette store does have so many designs in there, and one of the features I really like is that you can search by artist. I wish you could search within the artists, so it doesn't really feel like you can do that. So I think their search feature could be improved a little, but it's still pretty good. And for $8 a month, to just be able to get whatever cut file I want, felt like, oh, I think I'll get my money out of that. So if I didn't, so that's $90 for the year. When you think about it like that, that seems like a lot, but it's still less than. I'm still trying to justify but I didn't buy a Kit Club. Now, kind of the math of that is, I think if I did buy a Kit Club and didn't go to the scrapbooking yard sales or the discount stores, I'd probably spend less money and get less stuff, which is not a bad thing. But I don't know. See, I'm still on the fence, and I don't mean to be. Okay, so someone asked if I could give a link on my blog to all the people that I really like in the scrapbooking world. Excuse me. And I will do that. And I have done that. I've got a lot of, if you go over to my blog, on the right-hand side, there's a bunch of different categories. And one of them, I think, is scrapbooking people, people in the scrapbooking industry. So that's one way of finding it. The person also asked if I could list some of the things that I use. And this was one of the things, where could they get this ThermoWeb sticky dots? Now, I got this at Michael's, but I would guess you could probably get it on Amazon. And if you ever want to, go shop on Amazon and support my blog and these videos, you can go, I have affiliate links on my blog, and if you go over there and click through to Amazon, then anything you buy once you're at Amazon, I think it's 4% up. So it's a very small percentage, but those little affiliate links do help to fund my, excuse me, my, the blog costs, I think, $160 a year to run, to have the, whatever it is, the professional setting that I have on the TypePad blog. So if you're, if you need to do some shopping on Amazon, and you click through to my blog and click on one of those Amazon links and then go shopping, whatever you buy once you get there is, well, I'll get a credit for. So I would appreciate that if you ever think of it. I try to do that before I go shopping at Amazon. Okay, so making but I will try to get up a list, and with the list, if I get the list done, then I'll I'll directly link over to Amazon, and so then the affiliate link will be, the little code will already be in there. Making a list, checking it twice. That's what I was going for here. So I haven't really come up with my one little word. Like Allie Edwards has that one little word program. And I did it, I took her class over at Big Picture Classes one year. And it was alright. I don't think I really kept, I think a year-long thing for me is a little bit hard. Because I'll be all excited about it in the beginning. And then midway through I kind of lose my steam for it. So I do better with like a 3-month or a 1-month class. But it's a great concept. So anyways, one of the things that I thought I would do this year is, instead of picking a word for the whole year, I would just pick a word for each month. And so I'm kind of right back. I get this little planner, and I have a planner that's like, you know, for my real life. Like for the, hold on, I'll come back to the layout in just a second. But this planner is just for like my household things and also scrapbooking. So I have a section for goals. I have a section for schedule. And then I looked up on Pinterest to see like what's a good cleaning schedule, and so I wrote down like Monday is laundry, Tuesday is the kitchen, Wednesday are the bedrooms and dusting. And then in January I wrote down like the weekly chores, you know, so each day. So if it's Thursday, that means bathrooms are getting cleaned, but also I wrote down like on the 2nd, declutter the bathrooms, on the 16th, my spare closet, on the 23rd, declutter one area, and on the 30th, the kitchen cabinets. So I'd like to also, with my household cleaning, but also with scrapbooking, to kind of, and also with exercising. So I didn't really get anything accomplished on this first day of 2014 because I'm not feeling very well. But I think if I have this all scheduled out, just 1 month at a time, that will help. Anyways, I was going to tell you about the word of the month. So the word of the month for January is schedule. The word of the month for February is habit. The word of the month for March is action. The word of the month for April is focus. May is plan. June is thrive. And then, where's the rest of my words? Okay, I guess I didn't have, I guess this only takes me through June. But the rest of the words were light, simplify, power, control, and memorable. So I haven't really done as much as I usually do as far as making goals for this next year. I'm usually, you know, this week is usually a time where I really do a lot of writing goals down for the next year, and I just really didn't have the energy because of this cold to get that done. So it won't, hopefully that will never get done. Hopefully I will get back to it. There we go. Oops, I put it in the wrong place. This stuff is pretty easy to move too. That's one thing I like about it. These little sticky dots. Checking it twice. It's pretty easy to move. Let's see. Seems like it needs just a little bit extra right there. And the other thing I've kind of gotten out of doing when I've been up in this new scrapbooking space is I haven't been photographing my layouts for my blog, and so I used to do that every single time, and so I'd like to get back to doing that. And the main reason is my nice camera, my DSLR, I keep downstairs, and then that's what I use to usually photograph the layouts. So it's just not handy up here. So I need to fix that. But I think I'm just about done. Dot my second eye here. I'm just about done with this layout. So I know this took a long time. So if you're still with me, thank you for watching. I know some people do like the longer videos. Not everyone does. I know that. And so if you watch my videos, you're going to find a variety of short and long, just depending on how long it takes. But that is making a list, checking it twice. So I am going to photograph this, and I will put it up on the 2Ps gallery. And my goal for this year at the 2Ps gallery is to upload 365 layouts, because I make a lot of layouts. And I think I probably made that many this past year, but I just didn't upload them all. So I'm going to upload them this year. Okay, thank you for watching. Happy New Year. It's Katie Scott. My blog is Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. Bye-bye.